Tony Buzbee, the lawyer that's doing all the Diddy lawsuits, just got sued by a prominent figure. They're trying to make everybody believe it's Kevin Hart. But the funny thing is, the lawsuit that's suing Tony Buzbee, Spiro is a partner. And Alex Spiro is Jay-Z's personal lawyer.
Oh, so it's probably Jay-Z then that's doing the suing.
Of course they'd use Kevin's name.
Well,
But it ain't Kevin. Why is Alex Spiro popping up everywhere?
What do you think is going on in Hollywood right now? What are you hearing? Because I'm hearing
Mass panic. Mass panic.
So because no one's talking publicly.
No, they
But
can't.
behind-
That's why they came up with the story. Well, there's a party inside the Diddy party. And I went to the first party, but I left early. I never made it to Diddy After Dark. There were public relations teams right after Diddy got arrested running around telling everyone to say that.
Of course.
The question is this. If all you went to was the first party and you didn't know anything about the After Dark, why would you say, I left early? Why wouldn't you just say you left when the party ended?
Exactly.
Because how would you know
That
there was another party if
Exactly.
you weren't informed?
Exactly.
If you went to the Diddy party and nothing happened and it was the first party, your speech wouldn't be, oh, well, I only went to the first party. I
Right.
didn't go to the after party. You wouldn't say that because you wouldn't have known about
Exactly.
it. You would say, I don't know what anybody's talking about. I went to Diddy's party. It was a white party. It was dancing. It was wild. But at the end, we all went home.
Right.
That's not what y'all are saying.
Nope.
You're saying, I didn't go to the second party. I only went to the first. The only thing you're proving is that you're hiding being there
Yeah.
because you wouldn't have known about another
Exactly.
party.
Exactly.
Hi guys, welcome back. So I had to jump on here to talk about this whole Diddy saga and the recent developments. So one of the lawsuits, one of many lawsuits, involves a victim who was 13 at the time, who alleges that she was essayed at a party attended by many different celebrities. And she alleges to have been essayed by Diddy specifically. He's the one who was mentioned in the lawsuit. Many other celebrities were in attendance. So of course we were wondering, are other names going to be mentioned? Are other people going to be implicated? According to one lawyer, he's aware of many names that were involved in these various assaults, in these various allegations. And he claims that some of them are paying up, settling their cases behind the scenes so that their names are never revealed. But now we have had a name revealed, a huge name. The lawsuit was amended last night and now has included Jay-Z. And Jay-Z has responded. We saw how it all went down with Jaguar Wright when she was censored on Piers Morgan because she dared to mention Jay-Z and Beyonce. Piers Morgan, in an unprecedented move, issued an apology live on air. Now fast forward to last night, Jay-Z has officially been mentioned in one of these lawsuits and has been accused of essay of somebody who was 13 at the time. He has officially been implicated with Diddy.
I do want to switch gears and talk about this breaking news just happening tonight that involves both Jay-Z and Diddy now. This is an amended complaint accusing Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. This is a new civil filing, and we see the anonymous accuser here alleging the assault occurred after she was driven to an MTV Music Video Awards after party. This lawsuit was originally filed in October, just today refiled to include Jay-Z. I mean, let's start with the basics here. What are you learning about this? What is standing out to you?
Well, what is standing out to me is she was very specific about several things. She describes the house, she describes the driveway, she describes the exact assault, what happened. She talks about various stages of things that occurred. And I think that this is good because this way it can either be corroborated or not corroborated. So she's painted herself in a corner.
Why add Jay-Z now if this originally was filed back in October? Why not do it then?
Very interesting question. I think, we're seeing the same attorney for many of these complainants. And I think we're going to see more and more people added. I think there's a lot that they were looking to prove, and maybe they didn't quite have what they thought they needed to file against Jay-Z initially.
So what was it Cat Williams said again? That 2024 was going to be the year that people get exposed? We are in December. 2024 is almost out of here. Who would have thought such a revelation before the end of the year? Who knows, in the next couple of weeks even? More names may be revealed. But this is the biggest name of all. So the lawsuit was amended to include a new allegation that Jay-Z was also at the party and participated in the essay. Jay-Z called the allegations idiotic and heinous in nature. In a statement released by one of his companies, he also revealed that he had anonymously sued the woman's lawyer, Tony Buzbee. So it is Tony Buzbee who has said that he has sent out letters behind the scenes asking for a quiet settlement, and some have complied. He also revealed that he had anonymously sued the woman's lawyer, Tony Buzbee, in California, alleging Buzbee was trying to blackmail him by threatening to make the rape allegation public if he didn't agree to a legal settlement. Jay-Z said a letter his lawyer received from Buzbee appeared to seek a settlement, but had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion, his statement read. So no, I will not give you one red penny. The litigation is part of a wave of SA lawsuits levied against Combs as the hip-hop mogul remains in custody in New York awaiting trial on federal trafficking charges. The woman, who was not named in the suit, says she was hanging around Radio City Music Hall during the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards and managed to talk a limousine driver into bringing her to a celebrity-studded party at a private residence after the event. She said that she was asked to sign a non-disclosure document. Once at the party, the lawsuit said she took a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded and went into her bedroom to lay down. She said that Combs and Jay-Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter, then barged into the room along with another unnamed celebrity and raped her. So look, obviously, when the lawyer said that letters are being sent out and they could settle behind the scenes, some people are going to see that as it being solely about money. Why would you not want to expose these people and hold them accountable? Some people will ask that question. Seems to only be about the money. And this is what Jay-Z is alleging. He's saying that this is blackmail. You're just trying to get money out of us. And obviously, if you settle behind the scenes, many people would see that as evidence of guilt. Because why wouldn't you, like what Jay-Z's doing, I guess, sue this lawyer? So some people may see this as, there's no evidence when it comes to criminally implicating Jay-Z. This is a civil lawsuit. And anybody could file a civil lawsuit and accuse you of whatever, especially when it's easy to just pay a quick settlement, because people bank on that. People do bank on a quick settlement being made. But at the same time, people believe Jay-Z and Diddy have been close friends throughout the decades. And if Diddy is up to some things, other people were aware of it, and other people may very well have been complicit in the criminal behavior that Diddy allegedly engaged in. So it doesn't surprise me. I'm sure many people are not surprised by this.
The accuser in this civil lawsuit is only being identified as Jane Doe. The suit was initially filed back in October in New York. Sean Diddy Combs was listed as a defendant. Jay-Z's name was added to the lawsuit that was refiled today. Bombshell allegations Sunday against Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit is accusing the rapper, whose legal name is Sean Carter, of allegedly raping a 13-year-old at a house party in New York with Sean Diddy Combs after the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000. NBC News was the first to break the story. The lawsuit was filed by Texas attorney Tony Buzbee, who also represented socialite Rebecca Grossman, the woman convicted of second-degree murder in a crash that killed 2 boys in Westlake Village. Here's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas.
So there's no telling what other bombshells and allegations are going to be coming out when it comes to Sean Combs, either against him or naming other celebrities. And I think that all we can do is continue to stay on the story. And I think that it's not just Buzbee. There are other attorneys filing these civil complaints. And also keep in mind that New York prosecutors, they are still in that grand jury process trying to bring a superseding indictment against Combs. So that could mean more criminal charges.
A statement from Carter Sunday, which also included personal accusations against Buzbee, reads in part, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case." The statement goes on to say, "My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down."
I think what's significant is that Jay-Z is coming out swinging. He's a private person. He doesn't do interviews often. He doesn't make statements often.
Attorneys for Sean Diddy Combs also releasing a statement. It reads in part, "As his legal team has said before, Mr. Combs has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor." Here's entertainment attorney Jonathan Handel on whether this civil lawsuit could become criminal.
And first-degree rape in New York does not have a statute of limitation that you can look back as far as necessary. There's a real possibility and a likelihood that the authorities will investigate a potential criminal case here. And if they're able to develop evidence that seems to them to be sufficient, there is a significant possibility.
We have reached out to Tony Buzbee, the attorney who filed the suit against Jay-Z. We are waiting to hear back. Sean Diddy Combs' trial for his federal sex trafficking charges is scheduled for early May.
Wow. So I would like to see more criminal charges, especially as there isn't a statute of limitations in New York City or in New York. So I absolutely would like to see more criminal charges as opposed to going down the civil route. Because whenever people go down the civil route, people just dismiss it. They just dismiss it and say, well, it's all about the money. It's all about the money. And I'm not saying that these people shouldn't receive compensation. I would like to see more criminal charges when it comes to these cases, because there's criminal charges against Diddy right now. So why not anyone else who was allegedly involved? Also, people are saying that Jay-Z was at a nightclub in Manhattan for the VMAs after party. Diddy threw a separate after party in New Jersey, allegedly. It was photographed arriving at the MTV Video Music Awards after party at the Lotus nightclub in downtown Manhattan on September 7, 2000. And Buzbee said, "Regarding the Jay-Z case and his efforts to silence my clients, Mr. Carter previously denied being the one who sued me and my firm. He filed his frivolous case under a pseudonym. What he fails to say in his recent statement is my firm sent his lawyer a demand letter on behalf of an alleged victim, and that victim never demanded a penny from him. Instead, she only sought a confidential mediation. Since I sent the letter on her behalf, Mr. Carter has not only sued me, but he has tried to bully and harass me and this plaintiff. His conduct has had the opposite impact. She is emboldened. I am very proud of her resolve. As far as the allegations in this complaint filed, we will let the filing speak for itself and will litigate the facts in court, not in the media." Liz Crokin said, "Jay-Z has used these same intimidation tactics against anyone exposing him, including against his alleged biological son. Keep up the great work. Where's the footage? Everybody was screaming Diddy tapes, then baby oil, and now Jay-Z. Well, what happened to the tapes? But why bring a civil case though, instead of a criminal? You severely miscalculated this one. Black folks are not going to let you tear down Jay-Z. Bridge too far for many. You better have rock solid proof." No, but honestly, if you're going to accuse someone of something like that, why not file a criminal complaint against them? Civil case for a criminal act is just a money-making scheme for me. At least file both a civil and a criminal complaint. And we shall await to see if there's any evidence, because even for a civil case, obviously you need evidence. You can't just expect a payout when you don't provide any evidence. But we know that people do like to settle behind the scenes to keep their name out of it. And initially that's what it seemed like Tony Buzbee was expecting. But at the 11th hour, Jay-Z's name was added. And that's very telling. So we shall see how this all plays out. We have to remain rational, we have to remain objective and look at the evidence rather than labeling anybody anything. I do agree with that. But of course, we know when it comes to these Hollywood types, they present themselves one way to the public, but behind closed doors, they could be absolute monsters. Mr. Brother Love is a clear example of that. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next video.